going along this trail, and it was about noontime, and the guide, our native guide, had gone on up the trail farther. It was a fairly large clearing, a grassy clearing. The grass is probably 1.5 or 2 feet high. We heard this thrashing coming through the brush, and we both of us that drew our attention to this area, and then we saw this huge, great big, what I said bird at that time, take off. I thought it was just a bird, you know, but anyway, it was huge, and as it took off, the wing, I estimated the wing flaps were maybe about 1 or 2 seconds in frequency, and the brush all below was totally swaying from the downrush of the air from these wings. And so the creature flew out a little ways, and we were discussing what in the world was that. And here it turned around and came back, and it was up probably, I would say, maybe 50 or 100 feet above us, and flew right back alongside, and we got a perfect side view of it, and I was just totally fascinated. It had the long appendage out the back of its head, and it had a long neck, and I recall the color was it was a dark color. It could have been it wasn't a black, but it was a dark color. I was so fascinated with the appendage out the back of his head, and I was watching that as he flew by, and I didn't pay attention to what the end of his tail looked like. So I don't know.
And you're sure it wasn't just long legs?
No.
It was a tail, you just didn't
Yes.
zero in on that. You were zeroing in on more on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now, what was the visibility of the vegetation like between you and the creature? Was it a lot of bushes in the way?
No, absolutely clear. At that time, I owned a Piper Tri-Pacer. It has a 29-foot wingspread.
Okay.
And I would say that pterodactyl had the approximate same wingspread as what my airplane did.